Oh, toast is done. Alright, toast is ready. Time for some good old-fashioned breakfast. Where's my omelet? What the? Huh? Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Nirvana of anime and games that is my empty stomach. Ugh. Somebody got to my omelet this morning, and I think I can guess who. That's the last time I put spring onions in them. Still, I guess before I have to go out for breakfast this morning, I should give you guys a video game review. So, let's dig right into Hatsune Miku Project Diva F. Okay, first a little background. Hatsune Miku is the main mascot of a Japanese voice synthesizer software called Vocaloid. When Vocaloid initially came out in the early 2000s, it wasn't anything revolutionary by any means. Voice synthesizers had been around for a while, and this one wasn't anything special. That is until some guys down at Crypton Future Media came up with the idea to create anime mascots to put on their boxes.
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we try to appeal to those otaku guys by creating an anime character to help sell our voice synthesizer? Oh yeah, right, like that's gonna help our sales. It will work! Okay, if your crazy little idea actually works, I'll buy you a beer. Damn it! Ha! I told you it'd be wrong. Yeah, but I still think that the name of this company is stupid. I mean, what? Is Superman supposed to come flying through our offices or something?
Ow! While Mako and Kaito were the first two Vocaloids created by Crypton, Miku easily overtook them in popularity. I think it was partially thanks to the fact that they got an actual anime voice actress to provide the voice clips for Miku, and just her great design. I mean, come on, who out there can't love those huge-ass pigtails? And thus, Vocaloid became a resounding success with a huge community on the viral video site Nico Nico Doga. They created some amazing videos as well as some earwormy memes. Enjoy having that song stuck in your head for the next week, ha! Though seriously, they make some good stuff and I would highly recommend checking them out. In fact, many of those same viral video makers contributed to this game by producing some of the songs for it. So yeah, this game actually kind of falls in line with my Doujinshi series, because even though it was published by Sega, its main content was produced by the fans of this franchise who had no real professional experience in the gaming industry prior to this game series. Wrap your head around that for a minute. As someone who loves to support the prosumer market, I really want to talk about this game, so let's get right into it with gameplay. To give you an idea of my experience with rhythm games, I'll say that one of my favorite games on the PlayStation 1 was Parappa the Rapper. I love the music, the characters, and the sometimes crazy-ass storylines that involve stuff like rapping your way into a porta potty.
Don't ask! For God's sakes, don't ask!
I also played its pseudo-sequel Unjammer Lammy and its actual sequel on the PS2, and while they weren't quite as good as the original, I still really like both games. So yeah, I like rhythm games, though please for God's sake don't invite me to go play DDR with you. It'll be painful for all of us. With all that said though, Project Diva F is a very different creature from that of Parappa. For one thing, the button commands that appear on the screen are far more stylized than that of Parappa's commands that just scroll horizontally across the screen, or even DDR that just do it vertically. It is admittedly a little disorienting at times, but it does kind of match up with the beat. It's hard to explain as someone who doesn't play an instrument, but the orientation in which they appear and move kind of feels like I'm being directed by a conductor's baton, so yeah, it kind of works when you're trying to find the correct beat to follow. So in general, the game does do a good job at getting you to recognize the beat. That said, that beat can get a tiny bit crazy at times. Yeah, there's a reason why the hard and extreme difficulties are locked at the beginning of the game. To me, the normal difficulty is hard enough as is. At those higher difficulties, the commands come out so fast that I'm convinced that they're physically impossible to do unless you have a rapid-fire controller. Not helped by the fact that some of the button commands actually involve pressing a button and a D-pad at the same time. For me at least, I messed up with those double button commands most of the time. There are thankfully help items that you can purchase and use once per level. However, most of them have the unfortunate side effect of reducing your final ranking. There are also challenge items that actually make the stage harder but score you more points. So if you plan on using those things, be prepared for the worst carpal tunnel syndrome ever. In the end, I do think it's a highly refined rhythm game that's going to attract the most hardcore fans. Seriously, to those guys on YouTube who managed to clear the higher difficulties with no help items, I want to buy you a beer because you're awesome. Still, for casual gamers like me, I do think it can get very frustrating at times. But it's still highly addictive despite how crap my thumbs got. And I will say that I'm thankful that the pause menu doesn't force you to restart the stage. Damn it, Rapper, you're not the only one who needs to use the bathroom! Sorry, bad memories. Another difference between this and Parappa the Rapper is the fact that it has no real story mode. Though, I really won't hold it against this game, because it doesn't need one really. For one thing, I'm not even sure what kind of story they could make without pissing off at least a few dozen fanfic writers. And two, the individual music videos can tell full stories in and of themselves. The visuals here are amazing, especially on HD, and do a fantastic job at conveying surprisingly deep stories at times. Some involve stuff like Miku traveling through time on a really awesome bike, or Rin and Len remotely controlling each other with a TV remote and a Dreamcast controller. Haha, very funny, Sega. Oh, I was trying to remember the glory days. Oh, if only the Dreamcast had sold better. The sound, of course, is fantastic, as this is a game based around music. It's mostly pop and sung in Japanese, with the exception of some of Luca's songs. So, if neither of those things attract you, then this game might not be for you, but still, give it a chance. Really, the presentation here is almost too good. No, seriously, sometimes it's so good that it distracts me from the game and I miss button commands. Damn it, Luca, stop being so damn awesome or I'll never finish this level! Thankfully, the game does allow you to rewatch the music videos after you've beaten the level, and they are a serious treat and worth the price of admission alone. However, there are still a few more extra features to talk about. Aside from the main game, this game also includes 5 additional modes that kind of act like the icing on the cake. Though some of it is less sweet than others, I'd say. First, there's the Diva room. Basically allows you to interact with your Vocaloids, be it through giving them gifts, decorating their room for them, or playing a game of rock, paper, scissors. Now, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't more than a little bit addicted to playing rock, paper, scissors. It probably has something to do with the fact that I was born in Hawaii, the state where we actually made a game show where the winner was decided by a game of rock, paper, scissors, or junk and pull as we call it. That's how bored we got sometimes. And interacting with the Vocaloids is fine enough since they can be pretty damn cute. Hey, it's leagues above some of Sega's other virtual pet games like, say, Sonic Adventure. Oh, those annoying little chow. The shop allows you to buy some gifts that you can give to the Vocaloids in the Diva room, as well as purchase new outfits and accessories for them to wear both in the room and during the main game. And will let you produce your own Vocaloid music videos. I personally haven't been able to get the hang of it. I'm sorry, I just can't edit properly with just my PS3 controller. Though I have seen some very well done videos both on YouTube and through the game's network system that lets you download other people's creations. Though that said, I have to ask, why doesn't this game support international sharing? I don't know if it's the fault of the game or regional law, but I really want to see the creations of the Japanese gamers who got the Vita version of this game a year before us and have been producing videos non-stop since. Finally, the last mode is Studio Mode, and don't hate me for this, but I think it's the weakest mode in the game. The first thing you can do is watch a simulation of a Vocaloid concert. Now, as someone who has been to an actual Vocaloid concert at my local anime convention, I can say this is a serious downgrade. The actual concerts incorporated some really impressive holographic projectors that made it look like the Vocaloids were standing right on stage. In this game, I know I'm watching my TV. There's no sense of realism like there is at those actual concerts. I may as well just go back and play through the main game because the music videos there look far more impressive. There's also a photo shoot mode that lets you take pictures of the Vocaloid and save them onto your PS3 hard drive, which is okay, especially if you're a hardcore Vocaloid fan. But then again, I get more interaction out of them with the main game and the Diva room. Though, all that said, I don't think any of these modes actually detract from the quality of this game. In the end, this is a very well put together rhythm game with a few good extras here and there. Again, I just wish that we had international networking so that we could see the videos produced by people who've had the game longer than us. And while difficulty is highly subjective, especially in a game like this where your experience can depend on your musical prowess, I do wish it were a little bit easier for casual gamers, especially in the normal mode. Still, I don't want to hold that much against the game, because all that said, I just can't deny this game's charm. The graphics are stellar, and of course the music is great. It's just hard not to like these guys. So overall, I give Hatsune Miku Project F 4.5 Hatsunes out of 5. Pick it up and join the virtual idol sensation.
Ah, shoot, they probably stopped serving breakfast by now. Maybe I'll just have some natto and...
Hello, Eggman.
Who are you and what are you doing in my apartment? In my old jacket, no less!
Just having some beans. Hope you don't mind.
Well, I do mind actually, and I would hope that you would vacate my residence before I have to call the police.
By the way, what is this stuff?
You opened it not knowing what it was.
Well, I need something for a dramatic effect. Ugh. These are beans, right?
It's natto, fermented soybeans.
What? Yuck. You actually eat this stuff?
Hey, it's good! Especially if you put it on some rice and then crack a raw egg on top and stir it around and...
Alright, stop right there, Rocky. We don't want to hear any more about your obsession with spoiled food products.
We? Who do you think you are, the Queen of England?
Oh, we are far above that of your rulers of old. We are... Ninja Spyro!